here I am. First thing I gotta do is make it safe to cross the street. You'd be surprised. And I don't film people. I'm against it. I don't like being filmed. And people come up to me, especially tourists, all their film stuff. So I'm gonna show you where I used to live in Baltimore and where I'm back. Okay? I have many homes here. I have many homes in Baltimore. Now, across the street, that was my home for one night. And then they had to send me down to DC. Over here, Code Blue was my home many times. I can't even get in there. And many people in there don't even want to be in there. Can you imagine why? If somebody's next to you that's dangerous, you got to deal with it. If somebody comes in the shelter and they're high as a kite, you got to be able to fight them off you and everyone else. Because many times the staff and some security, they don't care. They're getting paid. They're getting paid to watch it, not stop it. You get it? You'd be surprised what I've heard staff say and do. Now, on one hand, sometimes people do deserve what happens to them in a shelter. But nobody deserves anybody to try to push drugs on them. Nobody deserves that. And I don't do drugs. That's why I stop it. No one deserves to become an alcoholic. I've never done that. But I put a stop to it. And people definitely don't deserve to be human trafficked or tricked. Even if I don't like a person, I will tell them. You know the dangers out here? They will kidnap you. They will do these things to you. And people laugh at me, mock me, oh, fat black woman, you stupid, you dumb, you don't know anything, you crazy. But it's been happening across this country. Okay? It's been happening across this country. Yes, baby, he's fine. He's blessed. So one of the things I want you to know, Governor, is that you being the first black governor, a lot of people are still racist, and they do not like that. Some of our own are sellouts, and they do not like that. They don't. So they're going to be trying to be up in your ear. Don't listen to her. Who has more common sense and knows all the records? I do. And that's the issue for Maryland. And many people that are corrupt, that are creepy, that are weird, and they don't want things to change. They don't. You know this. Okay? Now I'm walking past my gym. I'm not going to film it. I don't like to film the gym or at my gym. If I take a picture of me, I make sure I'm the only person in the locker room. I've caught many weirdos coming in the locker room. I've caught many weirdos just when I'm in a store, coming in the bathroom to peep through the cracks, the slots. You go in most public bathrooms like Starbucks and stuff like that, or if they have stalls, people can see through the stalls. We saw this in the government and military many years ago at NIH. This is Falls Way. 620 Falls Way. It's been like this for years. If you go to every jurisdiction, people have to move around. Howard County only has 12 beds for the whole county. 12 beds. Now I know Howard County got a lot more money than Baltimore City. We know this. So it's unacceptable that Baltimore City, kind of like DC, has to take everybody in. I don't want to see anyone on the street. I don't. Why do I have to be on the street, though? Why do many of us, for many years, have to be on the street? See, we figure it out. We just get a job. We just rent a room. You know. But then, the shelter is a pipeline, okay? People have been making money off me and many of my friends and family for many years. Yes, I was in foster care. Yes, I was in juvenile justice for many years. So that's how I know when people just want to check, okay? So right now in Annapolis, you got a lot of people that just want to check from you, Governor. They just want to check. I checked. I made sure. They just want to check. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I'm 43. I know about Maryland, okay? Johns Hopkins Medical Campus. You know they stole Henrietta Lacks DNA. And they are still doing it to this day. Still. If you don't believe me, you can ask Bizzuto, management of Chevy Chase Lake. When I kept having to go to court with all these people, and I kept having to explain, I was not even in the jurisdiction. You are who? And what is your name? You get it? So a lot of times people want to be on TV, like courts, like police stations, like government buildings. They all have cameras there, correct? And so this information, because I do cybersecurity, it gets stolen and hacked. Everyone thinks an iPhone. You can hack an iPhone, please. But we do have cameras everywhere. And that's why I say, if you must have cameras everywhere, then review the cameras about who does what. And that's usually where the enemy, liars, they never want to review cameras. Because they know that they review the cameras, not only will it show the innocent people, it will show that a lot of people are not guilty. Now, one thing I know is God. As for the devil, I do not know him. I do not want to know him. He's a weirdo. He follows everyone around. When you say no to him, he won't accept it, okay? He won't accept it. I know that if you say no to God, God's going to laugh in your face. If you say no to me, I care less. But you get it? So when you tell the devil no, repeatedly, he's going to keep trying you. Constantly. And if he can't get anything from you, he's going to make accusations. He's going to paint you out to be a bad person, everything that he is. So that's why I know you have an impersonator as well. I mean, you've been on TV. Anyone that's been on TV, somebody looks at you on TV and says, I want to be this person. So I know that it's not a coincidence, but a lot of times there are people that have the same name. Moore is an African American name. You get it? Now, when it is a person of another color, though, that's when it starts to get real weird. Like, no. And guess what? I've caught many impersonators of me that are white, and I'm not white. That are Asian and Spanish, and I'm not. And even Indian. And then I've caught even some of my own African Americans impersonating me. Impersonating many people. So that's why I say treat people on a case-by-case basis. Now, I can tell if a person is truly African. Trust me. I can definitely tell if they're Jamaican or not, because I am real strong. What I want you to know is that many people are going to be jealous. And you're going to have some of our own in your face. I'm telling you what I know. They're probably at your office right now. They're probably emailing you, calling you since the video went viral. I had to do it for exposure to show you. You're the governor. You ain't the first governor they impersonated. Ask Martin O'Malley. Ask him if that's him, Mr. Garcetti, on The Wire. So when they impersonate people, you, me, everyone, it causes everyone to fight. It causes everyone not to trust each other. And then all of a sudden, nothing gets done because everybody's fighting. I gotta tie my hair up. You know, everyone's fighting. What we call spirituality, African spirituality. Sorry, I have to wait for that loud noise. A lot of times when people are talking, especially when we're speaking about God, the devil doesn't like that. Demons don't like that. So that's why they try to interfere, interrupt, and I have to tell people, I'm on the phone. I'm making a video. And they still keep going on. That happened at my house in Chevy Chase Lake, 8405 Chevy Chase Lake Terrace, apartment number 511. Now, as you know, the state of Maryland, our information is supposed to be shielded. I've asked for my information to be shielded, so did many public defenders. Stuff I didn't even fucking do. And the answer is always no. So what I want you to do with the Maryland judicial system, it should be illegal for our names, our date of birth, where we live, to be posted online. In a court case, mind you. Especially if you're innocent. But just think of it. I had many people come to my house. I had many people come to the courthouses. Even as an election judge. They broke the law. Trump did not win. Okay? He did. But I'm supposed to deal with all this and keep a smile on my face. No. No, I should not. And then, yes, many people want to fight. because I'm an athlete. I am a boxer. Very good fighter. I shouldn't have to fight all the time everywhere, particularly men. So it is a serious issue in Maryland that we still have, and women too. I'm just saying what's real. I get approached all the time. I'm a celibate woman. I've been celibate for over 15 years waiting on the Lord. Now, as you can imagine, the jail is right next to the shelter. Some cops shouldn't be cops. I want you to go through the entire state of Maryland, every jurisdiction, and I mean it. I've caught them on every force. I've caught them in every courthouse. They're human traffickers. I've caught undercovers. I know undercover. I've even caught the FBI. Yeah. Marshals too. Secret Service as well. Not everybody that has a government job should have one. It should be based off qualifications. But beyond that, it should be based off their psychological profile. So that's why I have many accusations against me by people who are not even doctors. People who are not even qualified to write a prescription for aspirin. Especially at Johns Hopkins. Especially at Mercy Hospital. I go in Mercy Hospital, and I'm going to show you what Mercy Hospital is, so you can see the connection, okay? So we're going past my gym, which is great. I'm very blessed that I worked hard all my life to afford the little bit of money that I get from the United States government. The military is never going to give me what I'm due, okay? They destroyed my records a long time ago. My uncle was in the Air Force. His name is Andre. They gave him a dishonorable discharge when he spoke up. So there's a lot of people that's been in the military, such as yourself, such as myself, such as my uncle, such as my people. Our records get destroyed. So here we are on Bath Street here. Let me show you. Police station is now here where Baltimore Sun is. See all those cameras? So for many years, we had what's called overflow shelter. And that meant 60 women had to hurry up here by 2 o'clock and line up. If you are the 60th woman, you might not get a bed. What if someone cuts you off, walks in front of you? Right across the way, that's health care for the homeless. Right next to that is the Department of Juvenile Justice. And then I'm going to show you my storage, so you can see the connection for yourself. Okay? So imagine at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, after we're tired, we can't even go get lunch or dinner. If we are a minute late to the shelter, they will put us out. They put families out, okay? In the middle of the night. I mean, a family, they're late. Anyone's late. You're a minute late. They're going to put you out. Where do you think you're going to go? On the street. And who do you think is out here? Weirdos. So here's where we used to line up. And I would see DC police. I would see marshals, FBI, all kind of police right there taking pictures of us. All these beautiful, primarily African-American women such as myself. Couple white girls, maybe one Asian girl, maybe one Spanish girl. You get it? Baltimore was originally African-American. The entire area, the entire world. It's through genetic modifications that a lot of people are now here. There is Mercy Hospital. Do you know how many times I've had accusations against me? You know what they did to me when I told them I'm here, I'm Holy Mary? I can say that. That was what the whole 2014 CF200355 case was about. And even just a few weeks ago, I go in there to buy stuff. Yeah, because I know the cafe since I was a little girl. I could sit in the cafe there, Mount Sinai or Bon Secure. As long as I'm buying food, you can't say nothing to me. but I'm buying food. I don't expect people to watch me. For many years, they watched me line up here. They watched me at the jail. They watched me at Code Blue, healthcare for the homeless, the CARES home. I have to tell you about that one. Completely disgusting what they're doing. Yeah. And like I said, they list all the shelters. So this is all public knowledge. But what's not public knowledge is that many of us can't even get in. They got a brand new facility around the corner. Can't get in. Let me tell you about that place, okay? And I have to do this. They feed old expired food. It's called gleaning, like in California. They go around and get all this already expired food. Now, I have a food manager's license. I do. And it just so happens that you cannot do that. First of all, you have to have a license to serve food. And the food has to be kept at a proper temperature. Imagine living in D.C. eating food from D.C. Central that's old and expired. So I'm walking to my storage unit, right? And I'm about to show you where it's at, so you can see the proximity of everything. CubeSmart, that's my storage unit. That's been my storage unit since I was a little girl. It's just been named different things. So when I tell you that we are targeted by the police, the courts, and the government, and by random weirdos, we are. I just showed you the whole layout. The whole layout, and there's plenty more. So there's no way that these same things can happen in every jurisdiction. And they happen to me and a lot of us. I just happen to know about it and stop it and speak up. So I'm going to show you right here. Here's Mercy Hospital, police station where we lined up for shelter, Department of Justice, juvenile justice, all right here. I don't expect to see people here that don't have a unit. I don't expect Mercy Hospital to do with the things they have done. Oh my God. They won't even let you in the chapel. When I was a little girl, teenager, I could sit in that chapel. Oh yes. So the targeting, the stalking, it's still going on. The following, breaking into my unit, breaking into people's unit to steal what we have, steal our IDs, steal our passport, our money, our benefits. Ain't nobody lying about it. Let me show you healthcare for the homeless. Yeah, some people are angry right now. I do not care. Y'all should have seen this coming, because this has been going on for too long. I mean, my videos, you can also look at my old channel as well. Many years of this. Many. So, I do not expect to go on TV and see anybody that looks like me, talks like me. And people told me for years, people who came up to me, we are recording you. What are you going to do? These are adults. I was a kid. Even as a teenager, we are recording you. And I'm 43. They are still doing this. Now, people can film what they want, but what they cannot do is film us. I'm a regular person, like everybody else, okay? And so, you got to put a stop to it. No, they cannot. I've given everybody fair warning to stop what they were doing. They refused to. Now, I'll tell you right here, Tina, Officer Tina, Baltimore PD, I caught her. This fake storage manager, I caught him trying to get me in a storage unit. Yeah, I got the video still. Now take a wild guess where I'm about to show you. Many tourists come. Many drunk and weird tourists come. And they hang out. I don't care if a homeless person sleeps here. It looks pretty safe to me for them to sleep. But I do care if it's a weirdo or a bum or alcoholic or a sex offender. And just the other day, I caught many of them. Come on, let's finish the tour. I mean, I ain't got nothing else better to do. And once again, I'm only filming me. I wish people would stop their weird shit. Only film yourself in the video. Only film yourself. They never listen. It's true. Now, I don't care if people make videos in public and all that stuff, right? I do it. But what I tell people, I'm making a video. Or it's my job to make videos. I ask people's consent. I have random people that just want to be in my video to try to stop what I'm saying. Or I have people taking video of me. I'm just walking down the street. So they've been doing this to me and many of my homies since we were kids. And all the things you heard about juvenile justice there, it's true. It's true. It's true. So you see this here? They hold a farmer's market, many festivals. My storage is right there. You don't think tourists all across this world have seen me and all of us carrying our shopping carts here, eating over there, trying to get some help over there, please. Please. Healthcare for the homeless? Are you sure about that? More like experimenting on people without a home. Now, if you gotta use bathroom in the middle of the night, you know people doing all this nasty stuff. Where the bathroom at? If you have an outhouse, they lock it on purpose. On purpose. They deny bathrooms everywhere across the country. Look, Artscape. I gotta walk through a whole bunch of people just to get to my storage unit. Where people see me with all my designer stuff for many years. They see me going to the Amtrak. They see me going everywhere. Even in DC, there she goes. People could have told me for years they've been making characters of me in many people. They did. Because they like me to be incarcerated. Or even hospitalized. I work at NIH. I have to remind people of this. I have an extensive medical background. Certified credentials. So when they want me to appear as crazy, stupid, or dumb, and I'm not, they have to send people to go out of their way to offer to fight me. Let me show you how. I'm 5'3". Look, I'm 5'3". I weigh 147 pounds. I've been bigger than this. The point is, I'm still a woman. I'm still an African American woman. And I never get help. Never. Not one time. Because if you get it, they'll get fired. Things will happen. They won't be believed. People at the top. So that's why we need people like you at the top. So these things do not occur. Because you can step in. You get it? So that's why I go around the country protesting. To get people to realize that everybody has their representatives who get things done for them. And sometimes the way they get things done is through violence and intimidation. And through killing us. And they say, oh yeah, we've handled them. Talking about us. Yeah. At the Kara's home, yeah, Carrie, she threatened me. Because I spoke up. She don't take showers, she's on meth, she prostitutes, and she's racist. She told me people that get in her business, get a lengthy prison sentence. I want her locked up. You don't threaten anyone. And she knows I have a history of incarceration. You don't threaten me with no prison sentence for speaking up. She was in prison. Her name is Melissa Ann Hawk. Healthcare for the homeless. Where it at? You want to go in there? Look, I have all my teeth. I wouldn't let them pull a tooth on top of a tooth. I wouldn't even let them give me an aspirin. Because they do not care. It's clean over there now. They must have known I was going to make this video. I'm going to show you one more location, and then I got to get to my storage unit, get my sleeping bag, go to my gym, and hopefully be able to take a shower. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I go to my gym, I just better be able to take a shower. Well, you know the devil doesn't like people to be clean. So he will purposely or send demons to say, oh no shower for you, even though I pay for my membership though. Even though I catch weirdos in our locker room. Gyms have their own policy. But what I say, if you are a man, you have to be in the men's locker room. I'm a woman. I don't want men in the women's locker room. At Cold Blue many years ago, and at Overflow, we got in trouble, many women, for saying, no, we do not want a man in our sleeping quarters. No, we do not want a man in the bathroom. Why a man need to be in the bathroom? Even if he says he's a woman, he's still a man. He needs to be in his own bathroom. Do you ever see women going in the men's bathroom? No. And that's the prime example. So I'm not picking on anyone because of their orientation. I'm not picking on anyone because they want to wear a dress. I wear a dress because I'm a woman. What I'm saying is that when people that are not a woman wear a dress and they go to a shelter, then that means I cannot get in. And then I go there and they have an issue with me, just being a woman. So now here's your infamous Baltimore City Juvenile Justice, where I spent many years, off and on. You can't change that. Only thing I can do is tell you why. Because I stopped sex offenders. They get jobs to work here. They get jobs to work here. They get jobs everywhere that they know we go. You get it? That's why I don't like the Rachels and the Karens and the Vickies and all that. Because nothing has ever happened to them. You get it? In their life that would warrant them to mock people that have gone through stuff. And then I just caught Rachel again at Hopkins. What are you doing? Why isn't she locked up? I want Rachel Dolezal locked up. I want this other Amanda person locked up. Vicky locked up. I want them all locked up. I do. At this point, why not? Why not? They sent many people to jail with their accusations, with their wild fantasies, with their delusions. They know they ain't black. They do that not just to mock us, to impersonate us, to get us locked up. This is the Old Town Mall, Orleans Street, and around the corner is the Karras home. Up the street is President Street. Don't tell me they are not denying us shelter. They are. See this right here? Jones Falls Trail. We're indigenous. We are indigenous. That's why they fight us so bad and hate us so much. Bum Park is down the street. They call it Bum Park. Lafayette Park. They call it Bum Park. Where they come and they put a little bit of clothes out that's old and dirty. Most of it, no, it's old and dirty. They give us food. Some of it is good. A lot of it, we don't know where the hell it came from and whose hand's been in it. And they sneeze and touch the food. They're nasty. They're nasty. So here we go. I'm only filming me. I'm going to take you out of my storage unit now so you can see what's inside of it and what I have to go through. What we all have to go through just to survive. I think everyone should have nice clothes. I got on nice clothes. I don't want to see no one without good clothes on. So I put clothes out. I buy clothes and give them away. Me. I mean, I've had a job. A lot of people think, oh, you just must want to be homeless. I have had a job. I worked in the military, government, corporate, all these places. And I slept outside the military, government, and all those corporate places. And I wasn't the only one. I was just bold enough to bring my sleeping bag to work. I knew many people was homeless with me in the government. I knew many people was homeless with me at my jobs. They were. I never said a word. Because if a job there's City Hall right there, okay? If a job knows that you are homeless, they're gonna fire you. Many jobs did not know I was homeless until somebody saw me sleeping outside. That's the evil. That's why I cared so much about making sure everyone kept their job. Because I said, look, you don't know how evil people can be. You their favorite today. You think you're getting one in today, but I guarantee you, they're gonna replace you and they will use you and turn you out in the street. I've never had this issue because I don't let people use me. When they say, oh, do this to that person, nah, I'm not. When they say, well, you can get promoted, no. I get promoted because I earned it. Because I did all the work to get promoted. So that way I could be in charge. And that way people could take their breaks. People could get lunch. People could go home. That's why I don't want to be a manager, a director, an executive, or anything. You know why? Because I still would have to report to somebody allegedly. I only report to God. His name is Yeshua. So that's why I don't have a job. And I don't want one. I don't. For what? I've already worked so many jobs. No. So people can yell at me, follow me from work to home, home to work. Yes, workplace harassment, it is a real thing. Someone doesn't like you at work. Okay, and? Well, that means they want to get you fired. I don't go around getting people fired. My question is, when I come in and ask you to do your job, do your job. That's the difference. That's the difference. Some people get promoted by getting people fired. Some people, look, this is the Hollywood Diner. This is our own Hollywood, we got it. Some people actually get perks and benefits of taking down somebody else. And sometimes it's many of our own that are doing it. And they laugh in our face. That's why I don't like bougie people. You get it? It's not that if you have money, you're bougie. Look how I'm dressed. I'm dressed better than most bougie women. It's the attitude of I am better. I am in charge. I control you. I can manipulate you. I can make your life hell. I've had many Karens, Darrens, and sellouts do this, okay? And you will not control me. And you won't control anyone else. So yeah, it seems crazy that I'll stand in the middle of the street and expose everyone. You have to. Because otherwise they won't know what is going to happen to them next. I'm tough. Yes, I can handle it. But should I have to? And sometimes, you know, this camera is an eyewitness. Don't break the law. Keep Baltimore safe. So if the cameras are keeping us safe, then why we ain't safe then? You get it? Everything, everywhere I go is recorded. And a lot of times I record myself just to prove I'm not doing anything to anyone. I'm trying to exist. You the one following me. You the one rolling up with cars of men. Oh, bitch, get in the car. Bitch, I'm going to fuck you up. Is what I have to tell them, and then do it. Because they won't leave. If you tell them, get the fuck out of here. You get it? So this is what we call a lovely bathroom. We are very blessed and fortunate to have this unlocked. I'm about to say I almost spoke too soon. It's relatively clean. Thank you for not many of you doing nasty drugs up in here. So I'm going to close it back because I know my homie's going to need to use it. Me too. And they follow us to these places. And they wait for us. Imagine coming out of our house and some random man is, wouldn't you like some money, honey? No. No. That's why I sleep outside. I know Cold Blue what it's about. I don't care. I put my headphones on. I know how to fight. But I shouldn't have to. And I have to be security. I have to walk through the shelter at night, get away from her bunk, get out of the bathroom, get off your phone, stop recording us. And then, of course, the ones that are the favorites of the shelters, oh, they get permission to do whatever they want. I've seen women gone from the shelter for weeks. You don't even have a bed here. And then 3 women can't get a shelter bed because their little favorite came back. And they say, well, I'm used to my regulars. Yeah, your regular hoes that go out here and make money for your bitch ass. They do. They do. And that's why I know for a fact they get favoritism, especially to the men, because they're more willing to do it. They're more willing to do it than the women. We the real gangsters, most of us. At least I am, the homies I hang out with, because I don't hang out with no hoes. I tell y'all bucks, no. And the reason why is not that they're a hoe because of what they do for money. They are a hoe because of what they think is good to do for money. And they promote that. And they don't tell the women that. They don't tell the men. They don't even tell kids that. I mean, come on. If a hoe walk up to you, hey, I'm a hoe, you would be like, oh, no. Most sane people like, oh, hell no, get away from me. That's what I do. So they come to try to be your friend. I am a case manager. I am a therapist. They are none of that. They are predators. They can look nice. They can look ugly. Many times they're very ugly, to be honest with you. Right? Because I know I look too good to be doing that shit. Okay, then you get it? So that's why I like women to look good and feel good. Because if you look good and you feel good about yourself, you're not going to fall for a lot of the foolishness, the game that people try to kick. Oh, yeah, you know, you are all right and everything, but the whole, you are basic. No. I only call people, women, especially women, basic when they come from me because I'm very well dressed and they can't figure it out. I have a lot of stuff. They cannot figure it out. So I must be doing bad stuff. I must be still dealing drugs. That was a long time ago. I wasn't going to be a hoe. I must be doing bad stuff for me to prosper and thrive. I know the Lord. Holy Spirit activated. You see. So, I'm going to stop this video. I gotta use the ladies' room, freshen up. Then I'm gonna take you on a tour inside my storage unit. Oh yes, I had to make sure it was organized first. I ain't dumb. You know, people are very judgy. People are very judgy. Next video.